In our previous video, you witnessed the enchanting world of Monaco's elite. But today, we step even deeper inside the city where luxury breathes. We're heading into a realm of stunning ladies and their unforgettable supercar arrivals. Imagine how these refined women might appear gliding in like this, or perhaps like this, effortless, elegant, and unforgettable. And if one day you wish to wake up surrounded by this breathtaking beauty, comment 1. Leave your mark, subscribe, and I'll take you to places only a privileged few will ever touch. Have you ever noticed that in Monaco, a true entrance begins long before the car door even opens? There's an unmistakable rhythm to the way elite women arrive here. A quiet, intentional choreography that transforms an everyday moment into something almost cinematic. Before a single foot touches the ground, the scene is already unfolding. The door glides outward with a smooth, measured grace as if guided by an invisible cue. A heel meets the pavement with perfect balance, followed by a refined shift of posture that completes the picture. In that brief instant, the atmosphere changes. Conversations soften, movements pause, and it feels as though the entire square is holding its breath. These arrivals are never loud or theatrical. They don't rely on spectacle. Their power lies in precision, in the way every gesture flows naturally, confidently, and effortlessly. It's elegance communicated through movement, a silent language understood by anyone fortunate enough to witness it. Some entrances radiate calm softness, others carry a poised, almost regal presence, each revealing a new facet of Monaco's feminine strength. And just when you believe you've seen the most captivating signature of the day, a new silhouette emerges, carrying an energy so distinct that it leaves you wondering what story is about to unfold next. What if the car a woman chooses in Monaco reveals more about her personality than any outfit or accessory ever could? Here, supercars aren't selected for noise or spectacle. They're chosen with an instinctive precision that mirrors the woman behind the wheel. A refined soul might gravitate toward the smooth, flowing lines of an Aston Martin. Someone with a bold, future-focused mindset may prefer the sharp, aerodynamic confidence of a Lamborghini. And those who move through life with quiet certainty often find themselves drawn to the understated power of a Bentley or McLaren. It's not about matching colors or coordinating styles. It's about alignment, a seamless harmony between character and machine. When you watch a woman step into the driver's seat of a car that mirrors her energy, the pairing feels almost effortless, as if the two were designed for each other long before they ever met. Each choice hints at a story, ambition, grace, or calm dominance expressed without a single word. But just when you think you've understood the meaning behind these pairings, a moment appears that suggests there's something even deeper hidden in the way they move with their machines. Sometimes the most unforgettable moments in Monaco last less than a second, yet they're the ones people replay in their minds long after the scene has passed. These micro-moments, so delicate you could miss them with a blink, are what truly captivate anyone watching. A gentle sweep of her hand as she closes the car door, the soft inhale as she settles into her posture, the subtle turn of her head just as a ray of sunlight glides across her profile. Nothing about these gestures is dramatic, yet each one carries intention, confidence, and a level of grace that feels almost choreographed by the city itself. It's within these tiny, effortless movements that her presence becomes unmistakable, not through volume or spectacle, but through a calm certainty that draws the eye without asking for it. Cameras naturally drift toward these moments, not because they demand attention, but because they feel real, unfiltered, and beautifully human. Authenticity has a way of stopping time, even in a place as vibrant and fast-moving as Monaco. And just when you think you've witnessed the single most captivating detail of the day, that fleeting flicker of elegance caught in a fraction of a heartbeat, another barely perceptible movement appears, even softer, even more precise, leaving you wondering what deeper story that moment is, quietly whispering. What if Monaco's elegance wasn't just something you saw, but something you could hear? In this city, sound becomes part of the experience, shaping every arrival and every movement in ways most people never consciously realize. The soft click of heels against polished stone creates a delicate rhythm that dances through the square. The gentle, controlled thud of a car door closing feels almost ceremonial, as if marking the beginning of a new scene. The refined hum of an engine gliding through a narrow Monte Carlo street echoes off the walls with a warmth that feels uniquely Monaco. Even the light breeze sweeping across Casino Square carries its own quiet melody, blending seamlessly with the heartbeat of the city. These sounds don't demand attention. They whisper. They weave themselves into the environment, forming a soundscape that feels almost orchestrated, a natural soundtrack that elevates every step, every gesture, every frame. With each subtle motion, Monaco reveals a deeper layer of its identity, one that visuals alone could never fully express. And just when you begin to settle into this calm, immersive harmony, thinking you've learned every nuance of Monaco's quiet music, a sudden shift in the surrounding sound hints that something or someone extraordinary is about to transform the scene.
Lifestyle. Enjoy the video.
Have you ever witnessed a moment so subtle, yet so powerful, that it shifts the entire atmosphere without anyone quite understanding why? In Monaco, this happens the very instant an elite woman arrives. With a single step out of her supercar, the environment seems to respond instinctively. Conversations soften into murmurs, movements slow with an almost synchronized grace. Cameras, both intentional and spontaneous, begin to drift toward her presence, drawn not by noise or spectacle, but by something quieter, deeper, and far more compelling. The sunlight appears to brighten the polished streets just a touch more, the air grows still for a heartbeat, and even the rhythm of the crowd subtly adjusts. People may not know who she is, but they sense the unmistakable confidence woven into the way she carries herself. It's an atmosphere shift so gentle that many won't consciously register it, yet it lingers with anyone who truly pays attention. This transformation isn't the result of theatrics. It's the quiet command of elegance, the influence of someone who doesn't need to seek attention because attention naturally aligns with her. And just as the square begins to return to its familiar rhythm, another arrival appears in the distance, bringing a completely different energy, making you wonder how the entire scene is about to change once again. What if the most fascinating competition in Monaco was one no one ever spoke about, yet everyone instinctively felt unfolding around them? Along the polished streets of Monte Carlo, an unspoken comparison plays out with every arrival. It has nothing to do with wealth, status, or who attracts the most cameras. Instead, it centers on presence, the quiet, unmistakable confidence expressed through the way each woman steps out of her supercar and moves through the scene. One arrival radiates a calm, effortless charm. Another carries a subtle spark, a kind of poised energy that instantly shifts the air. A third glides in with the serene assurance of someone who understands exactly how Monaco responds to her presence. There are no announcements, no rivalry, no intention to outperform, yet the natural contrast between them creates a silent, captivating rhythm that enchants anyone watching. Spectators along the sidewalks may not realize they're comparing these entrances, but they do. Each arrival adds its own unique tone to the atmosphere, like distinct chapters in a story unfolding moment by moment under the Monte Carlo sun. And just when you believe you've identified the arrival that truly stands above the rest, the one whose elegance feels unmistakably magnetic, a new figure appears in the distance, carrying a presence so different, so intriguing, that it makes you question everything you thought you understood about the quiet competition of Monaco. What if the most intriguing part of these arrivals wasn't the moment they step out of the car, but what happens once they slip beyond the crowd's view? Because behind the polished bodywork, the soft reflections of sunlight and the refined gestures that capture everyone's attention, Monaco's elite, women move into a world that feels almost untouched by the rush of everyday life. The moment the public gaze fades, their day unfolds with a quiet elegance of its own. A slow, scenic drive along the Côte d'Azur, a peaceful brunch on a terrace overlooking the harbor's shimmering blues, or a discreet visit to a boutique where the doors close with the softness of a whispered secret. These moments aren't meant for display. They flow like a gentle rhythm, the composed pace of a lifestyle shaped by comfort, intention, and absolute ease. Even choosing a different street to drive or selecting a certain cafe becomes part of a personal ritual, a way of moving through Monaco with grace rather than urgency. In these unseen fragments of their day, you understand the depth of their serenity and refinement. And yet, as captivating as these glimpses are, there's another layer to their world, one that only reveals itself when the sun begins to set over Monte Carlo. As we come to the end of today's journey through Monaco's most captivating arrivals and the refined lifestyle woven behind each one, a single truth becomes unmistakably clear. True elegance in this city isn't performed, it's lived. Every signature entrance, every micro moment, every quiet harmony between a woman and her supercar paints a richer portrait of Monaco's unique sophistication. From the graceful choreography of their arrivals to the hidden rhythms that define their day-to-day life, each scene reveals another layer of a world built on intention, confidence, and effortless beauty. Now, I'd truly love to hear from you. Which arrival detail or moment left the strongest impression on you? And what part of Monaco's elite lifestyle would you like us to explore next? Your thoughts help shape future stories, and your perspective always adds something valuable to this journey. If you enjoyed stepping into this world of quiet luxury and cinematic elegance, feel free to like the video and subscribe. Your support helps us continue bringing you closer to these rare and fascinating experiences. Thank you so much for watching and spending your time here. See you in the next video.